Welcome to another edition of Lean Bites, a bite-sized demonstration of a lean topic. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Paul Dean, and today's edition of Lean Bites, we're going to look at this principle called a milestone review, in particular related to improvement projects. Now, I've used this methodology extensively over a number of years and over a number of projects, and I've found it to be critically important to the success of a project. And I'm going to share with you my key learnings today. Now, firstly, what is a milestone? Milestones are simply specific important points along the timeline of a project. And a milestone review is when key stakeholders review the progress of the project, the actual progress against the expected progress, to ensure the project is delivering against their expectation before moving too far down the wrong path. This review process ensures the project doesn't continue until the milestone has been satisfactorily met. Now, what are the other reasons why we should do a milestone review? I think it's because we need to respect the project team and the project. We want to get the maximum benefit out of the project whilst trying to eliminate any waste or any errors along the way. Also, we want to make sure the project is going to deliver the right outcome. For example, in a problem-solving activity, we want to make sure that the problem doesn't continue. So I'm going to share with you some of my key learnings, so let's get started. You may be familiar with another version of a milestone review called the TOLLGATE. In a complex problem-solving methodology like a DMAIC, a TOLLGATE is a very valuable step where the sponsor and the project team review the project progress before moving on to the next phase. Now, this milestone serves as a checkpoint to allow the milestone to be achieved before moving on to the next phase. Now, while in the DMAIC, I'm sure you'll agree that the checkpoint, the TOLLGATE, or the milestone review is very important. I think the same rigor and structure could be applied to any formal problem-solving activity. Why? Because we want to make sure that the deliverables, the project deliverables, are on track. We want to make sure that any potential roadblocks are identified and then cleared. And also, we don't want the project to progress too prematurely. We want to make sure that the milestone is reviewed to get the best outcome for the total project. I think the milestone review could be a simple project review that's undertaken between key stakeholders in the project. We could apply this to an A3. So when we do our A3 problem-solving activity, we could apply the same structure and rigor of a milestone review going from one step to the next. We could also apply it to any problem-solving activity where we want to review the progress of the project going from one step to the next, like in a PDCA. We could apply it between the P and the D to C to make sure that the project is delivering against expectation before moving down the wrong path. As communication is very important, we can use the milestone review as a tool to validate the work done in the project at each step. And here's a simple document that serves as a record and a checklist, but also we can add actions that are raised during the milestone review. But also importantly, don't try and overcomplicate it. Without overcomplicating the review process, I think having some level of formality helps the review process to be more effective and the overall outcome of the project to be more effective. In quickly recapping, a milestone review or a TOLLGATE is a formalised review of the project collaboratively with key stakeholders, such as the project team and the sponsor, at key important steps along the timeline of the project to ensure the project is delivering against expectation before heading too far down the wrong path. I hope this has been very helpful, and thank you for joining me on this edition of Lean Bites.